Example for custom report creation or tab enhancement. Okay, tab enhancement I have given in my video in my course, right? Like in Migo we added additional tab.
Yeah.
Migo added, and even ME21N in one of the projects we added a additional tab at item level here. Okay. At item level, display it. Okay, so we added one additional tab here. Okay, so it has a old PO number. Okay, so the total quantity as of now, how much you purchased from the vendor. So those fields we added. So as a function consultant, what you tell that one, we need a one tab which will have a 5 fields or 6 fields. Last PO number, last PO date, total PO quantity, as of now, how much you ordered from this supplier. So the logic we will give total quantity you can get from EKPO table. First you get from EKKO all the purchase orders, then pass all the POs into EKPO and get the total quantity. You need to include that material because it's item level, right? So that material also need to be included in EKPO to get the quantity. So last PO number, pass that material and the supplier, everything in EKPO tables, you will get the latest PO number. The PO date you can get from the EKKO table. So the logic we will give it. To add a tab, he will utilize any screen exit or module pool, whatever is compatible and suitable for that, he will utilize that one.
Okay.
They will take care about them. Sometimes what happens, the tab may not be visible if there is some additional tab comes. So suddenly after PO, purchase order history, one additional tab will come, right? Okay. PO history, remaining all will be there, PO history will come. And if it is a STO, you will get shipping and purchase order history. 2 extra tabs will come. Okay, shipping tab, purchase order history. So when extra tab comes, this may not be visible. Sometimes the poor coding or immature coding, sometimes we may make some, those things can happen. That's why as a function consultant, our responsibility to test properly also. Okay, what are the different possible POs you need to test it? Okay, so those things we will do, he will verify it. You have to prepare the fields and whether it is display field, editable field. Okay, those things and all we need to input. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Report means it's like just
sometimes we cannot sometimes we cannot get the details directly from the tables, right? Like for example, text details and all.
And then you have to go for SE37 function module. Okay, so if you're not getting properly table, then you have to use Google, okay, to verify any SAP standard articles, okay, to get the answer and all. Sometimes function module, most of the places table, 2-3 table.
So that function module also we have to find out and give it to the ABAPer, right? Or ABAPer can have an idea.
Give to the ABAPer. So reports, I think I already mentioned, you have to give your input and output. Okay, I gave that samples also in my videos, in the development videos. Input, what are the fields you want to give output and all, but I will tell you only that one thing. You can prepare a table like this, field description, field name, data element, data type, length, logic.
Okay.
You can prepare one table like this for all of your fields. Okay. So, for example, document date, PO document date. What is the PO document date? For all these kind of things, always use S11. So you can see everything. EKKO. So where is the document date? Yeah, purchase our document date BEDAT. So field BEDAT. EBDAT is the data element. Actually, data element is more powerful than field name. Field name can be anything. Data element will be the driven one.
Okay.
Character. Length is 10. So date, right? Date, length is 8.
Yeah.
That's length is 8. How do you give the logic? You can give it like you can give like pass purchase order number as EBLN and company code as WKRS in EKKO table and get the PO document date BEDAT. You can prepare like this. So okay, so this is for the logic to evaporate. So input and output, those things I already given in my things and all. So you need to give like input fields and output fields. Maybe PO document date. Okay, maybe you have shortcuts are not working in this remote. So maybe PO number, PO date, material description. Whatever you already have that all the fields, you can put it like this. So this is the output, how the output looks like. Okay, this is the output. What is the input? Input maybe you can write what you want. Plant, material, PO date. So few things you can give like. So from SAP also you can copy or else you can put it in the blue color one. Okay, you can put it here, which is optional, which is mandatory. Okay, even when you're talking this one here, you can give one more also. MRO. If it is output you are talking, then you can keep it. Which is, if it is input you have to give it mandatory, which is optional and all. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is output, everything is mandatory. So those things we can keep it here, which is mandatory, which is optional, which are multiple, which are single entry. Okay, that also multiple entry, single entry. Those things also we have to input. Especially for input, you need to take that additional care. Okay, PO right is mandatory. Whether it is the range, Okay, multiple entry as single entry, multiple entries.
Do we have any standard templates like for the functional specifications also?
SAP has given certain standard templates. Okay, I just follow like what company we are working. Okay, those things we follow. It's like something. Sometimes I feel like when I see the templates, there are some YouTube and all. Also, there are some comedy things are going on, right? 5, 6, 10 people will be there. The first people will explain something, then second person will do, third person will do. So when it comes to, so SAP has given certain kind of best practices, documentation. Now in S4HANA, I see lot. ECC not that much, I believe. Okay, but definitely
Okay.
when it comes to big four companies like Deloitte and all, they will make they take the content and extraction, and also there are ITIL guidelines and there are some industry IT guidelines are there, right? Not the only SAP to follow.
Okay.
And also there are audits happen in every software company. So that audit requirement related one, few people maintain that some indicators you have to sign off any documentation. So they consider SAP inputs, they consider their IT audit requirements. So based on that also when you prepare UAT, there will be bottom, there will be sign off will be there. The business manager and the user. SAP would have told some 2, 3 things, but based on their audit, their country audit requirements, if any user acceptance testing is conducted, definitely the process owner, the manager has to sign. Okay, physical signature is required. E-signature is not valid. So some those kind of guidelines also the templates can change it here and there. Okay.
Yeah.
In extraction, but the big four companies like Deloitte, PwC, these companies will make more own documentation also, because they do more consulting than even I can say SAP also, I believe. So this kind of thing, they can make their own content. They take the extraction, so little bit, but everybody wants to fulfill that audit requirements and all, right? So that also they will consider and they do at high level.
Yeah. Okay.
Custom report, enhancement. During the cutover activities, what are the technical things the consultant should be aware of? Yeah, technical things like I mentioned that LSMW, any method if you can run, you can have a less dependence on ABAP. Okay. So BDC recording, you should know if you're doing BDC, for example, info record change or info record creation, mostly BDC is recommended. Okay. Even I saw some article also, and in my experience, all even large custom programs also we use BDC for info record. So if it is a BAPI, you have to tell in a position that what fields are mandatory, what fields are required for you. So that based on that template will be prepared. EKKO will have 120 fields. Okay, you cannot keep 120 in the template, right? You have to tell that I need these 12 fields. In that 6 are mandatory, 6 are important. Okay, item level we have I need these 20 fields. In that mandatory are some 8 fields, 12 fields not mandatory but important we have to capture. So that level of knowledge we definitely need it.
Yeah.
And the cleansing, you should have an idea about the data cleansing verification. I was giving one tip for you some time back. When you are working on data, first you verify data verification, right? So at least you will find it that business has given some 8 unit of measures which are not available. You can talk to them. If you want to create, you can create it. Okay. Initially that was not in the discussion, but later you found it. Or material goods business has given few, maybe spelling mistakes are few. Really they want it. You created 38, they have given 41. The 3 they missed during the initial discussions.
Yeah.
You discuss with them, yes, we want it. Then you have to create the 3 in the system. Okay. Not every time when you verify something wrong, something different data, it's not changing by business. Sometimes you have to create in your config also. Sometimes by mistake they created, then they will change it. And all description you can put one Excel sheet we have, right? Duplicate entries.
Yeah.
Excel sheet. You found some 25 entries are duplicate description. Send that 25 to business and review and send to me.
Okay. I think this is also the good one actually. During the data, yeah.
Okay. So
during the data validation, if we find new purchasing groups or something, then again we have to go back and do the configuration again. Right? So that is also one of the challenge.
These are all coming by experience. Whatever I'm giving, you don't get from the Google. Okay, you don't. These are all from experience and all the valid points. This is
Yeah.
like I'm giving something. That's why if you watch one of my videos, interview tips by Ganesh Padala, around 8 minutes video, I gave few
Okay.
tips. You can do 30 to 40% interview without knowing any question from the like business and all common questions. Okay, so
Mhm.
like that, if you know these things, you are able to you already get few panic moments, few sudden issues, few unresolved taking time issues. Okay, but at
Mhm.
least these
Yeah.
things. So you are already reviewing properly. So while uploading 20,000 materials, you got some 700 issues, extract, check each issue and all. At least
Mhm.
duplicate descriptions, uh,
Mhm.
missing material groups, missing unit of measures, and missing profit centers. These all, if you sort it out before uploading, you will get only one
Mhm.
or two, three issues which you are really couldn't imagine or couldn't encounter. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
descriptions, if you find it well in advance by using our Excel sheet, right? I think in my Excel videos also I provided it. Okay.
Yeah, I think by using the length, if we
Condition
calculate the
formatting,
description.
condition formatting, duplicate values. Okay.
Uh-huh.
For example, if you give description, so okay, if I use the condition formatting, duplicate values, give red color. Okay, see, duplicate values will get a different color. You can tell in advance, and otherwise, after creating, system will not validate you the material description. System will validate only the material code. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so description already created, then you can avoid that one. So these are the few tips which you must aware during the cutover activities.
Yeah.
What is interface knowledge the consultant should have? Yeah, the data mapping. Okay, first of all, you need to understand the business requirement, business process with interface. What exactly you're achieving? What data you're sending from SAP or what data you're receiving to SAP? How frequent it will be received? And what is happening after coming to SAP? Whether it is creating a PO or it is changing sales order or it is creating a sales order. So business process with interface. You need to understand what business process, what benefit you are going to get it. Okay. Then
Okay.
based on the requirement, you can decide based on requirement, you can decide BAPI, sorry, IDOC is good or latest API call, we can take it directly. Yeah, RFC. Okay. Directly RFC, those things you can get to know that one. How frequent they are going to do it. Monitoring is
Mm-hmm.
required or not. So those based on that, you can take it. Later,
Okay.
mapping data between systems. Very important. Our material is in S4HANA 40 characters, but the third party system may have 50. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or else certain
Yeah.
information, the lengthwise also we need to be properly aligned. Who is having the smallest one, that will be giving the highest priority. Because if you have a 40 fruits, 30 people can go and eat. But you have 30, 40 people cannot eat, right? So you need to always give which system has the lowest one. That will be the, you have to tell SAP has 18. So you must send 18 only. So the third party system will keep 18 as their length. The formatting, which format they are sending. Okay, date
Mm-hmm.
formatting. Okay, formatting also important. Formatting. Certain fields SAP will not allow numeric. They should always send the numeric only. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So date format, they are sending DDMMYY. Okay, we also compatible. We need to check it. YYY. If there are some challenges, we have to tell clearly to them. Send YY. If they cannot send, then we have to use in the middleware to convert into our format. So this all
So
happened during
yeah,
the sessions.
basically the consultant, what exact we do the partner profile configurations, right? Apart from that,
IDOC, yeah, if you are working on IDOC, you will prepare partner profile configuration and
yeah,
maintain that output mode usage, all that W20 things you do it and
yeah,
prepare the Excel sheet with the mapping file. You would have seen my sample mapping file, right? So where we prepare SAP field, description, length, data type, quantity or currency, whatever the data, and third party also will fill the same Excel sheet, their fields. We call material, they call part, we call plant, they call site. So whatever that mapping also we do it. The lengths also should be proper. So no one should send the maximum one. If SAP says 18 character in ECC is the max one, they should send 18 only. If they send 19, 20, it will fail. Okay. So these kind of discussions initially will happen during every development. There the consultant will involve along with the third party system consultant and also the middleware. Wherever they
Okay.
have certain kind of what you call considerations, that considerations also we take it to handle such a way.
So basically, the consultant will prepare a sheet with whatever the, for example, the PO is interfacing to the vendor system. Then the consultant will prepare what are the fields we are going to send to the vendor, those details, the field name, the length of the field. So that information we send it to the to whom the IDOC consultant we will send, who
Not
will
IDOC.
configure.
There is no IDOC consultant. We function consultant only will do everything. Only if you want to add any new fields in the existing standard IDOC, then ABAPer will come to picture. Okay. If you're mapping only SAP standard IDOC fields, you, the middleware, whether you are using TIPCO or SOA or SAP XI, that guy will be there. And the third party system, whether you are calling any POS system or Salesforce or anything, whoever, whatever the system. So we three people only involve and have a discussion about first you prepare what fields required in SAP, you know it. And from W60, you can get it all fields, right? I provided also /W60. So let's take it mathmas 05. You can get all the segments, fields, the component, the length. Okay, you can get it. Minimum and max number. Okay, whether it's what kind of data, all those things you can fill it. Then invite for a meeting for the third party one. We can map it. If you had any challenges, that one, some data is extra, then we need to think about how to do the trimming. Okay. There's the company also certain kind of unit of measure 3 is the maximum. Okay, alphanumeric is allowed. So these are certain kind of guidelines will be, all the systems will be following. If third party system is new and they don't have proper validation, sometimes we may face issues that they may send some wrong data. If you're not spending enough time initial design of mapping, right, you will get issues during UAT. Okay. In UAT, if you're not able to test all scenarios, maybe 2-3 scenarios is overlook or else business didn't highlight or you didn't focus, then you will get in the go live time. Because that kind of a PO they may create once in a while. Okay. Even for example, I will tell you that one. So they always have 5 vendors, the exchange rate, everything maintained, 5 countries, but rarely they have a certain kind of a 6th country. They ordered. We got some exchange rate issue, not maintained, not focused on that. Or sometimes same country will have a currency, common currency. They may use it. Euro will be used by Europe countries. Sometimes they may create with their own France. Some if they have any other local currency also they have. Okay, few Europe countries have their own currency also, right? Okay, Swiss has their own currency. So these kind of things, initial discussions are not well done or consultant missed or business missed. Those things will be hitting either UAT. UAT hitting is somewhat okay, but go live hitting a little hard. Okay.
Yeah.